it occurs to me already. I don't know why I'm procrastinating. I can just start the stream whenever I want. I'm sitting here ready to go. Like I gotta wait 20 more seconds or whatever. No, don't have to do that. I'm in control. I'm the master of my destiny, and today my destiny is painting a little Star Wars canvas, and I just rearranged my whole desk situation. So I'm probably gonna have to play around with where my face cam is, but we'll figure it out. Uh, but for now, this is what we're looking at. As far as I got the last time, I put just about 6 hours into this. A little shy of that, probably more like 4. But recreating the I actually have the poster right there. Recreating that Return of the Jedi poster. Thank you. I love Bioshock. I do have one on my other room, but it's fully hidden. Just very meaningful game to me, so I went with it. All right, let's. What if I? Oh, that's a little better. That's much better. All right. Now, I have to remember to look right down here so that I can get maximum effect. Okay, so I left off. Finished. What's his name? Fortuna? I don't know. It's been a long time since I started a war. So it looks like I'm gonna do a little thing next to him. Just see if I can actually. Like. Just focusing on the important part that I'm actually painting right now. A little sad that Andrew Ryan didn't include queer in his dogma. Well, given that he's based on Ayn Rand, it's not all that surprising. Because she was just a piece of shit. So, And NB does whatever, I guess. And NB does whatever. Exactly when they mean to. Never are they late. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yellow? Yellow is my color, I think. Yes. With this one that I don't feel confident about. What might be the one I want? Oh, we're always dunking on Ayn Rand. It is never not dunk on Ayn Rand time. Talking about how much we like Bioshock, and she's such a weird little pervert. See, a pervert is not a term that normally I'm like, yeah, you know what, that is a mean thing to call someone, because I identify as a pervert. However, in Rand's case, she's a pervert in a bad way. Pervert, derogatory. Weird about it. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? I bet I can. There we go. Oh, I should probably drop him before I do that, as he is technically the background there. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Oh yeah, we love that. Yes, I will use both those words, as those are both ways that she is known to me. No, yellow's back there. Okay, so if we're gonna paint Sluggo, orange brown, kind of, with surprisingly little green, even though he's mostly green in the movie. Grabbing food between work meetings. Oh. What's up, buddy? Pretending I know what I'm doing and trying to edit a video. I was doing that just before I went live. It's It's fun to edit videos even though you don't know what you're doing. What color? Oh, right. Like brownie punch. Maybe this one? No, definitely not that one. Why not have... Oh, alright, I guess I'll mix it. When all else fails. Ooh, this is mostly dry. That's... All semblance of confidence is just gone. I only did the last sentence because chat scrolled for me. Hold on. Just grabbed a bunch of clips from my channel, and I guess I'm going to try to smush them together and make a highlight reel. 500 follow celebration. Congrats on the 500. The only sure thing about the project is I'll be wasting a lot of time just to save a little money. I mean, that's everything I've ever learned how to do is because I would rather invest time than money in something. So, being stuck at 490 is like so rude. That's not going to be red enough. I can already tell just by looking. Let's get some red up in there. Like a hull red, maybe? Yeah. 500 is a good number, though. I love that. Alright, that might be red. For good old Jabba. Jabba the Habba. Start with that. And then we can work like into... I don't know. I must say, I'm very impressed that you are both editing a video and on Twitch. Oh, thank you so much. I don't paint on canvas nearly as often as I paint on minis. So this feels like trying to learn how to walk again. But I'm really enjoying it. I also did, actually, oh, fuck yeah. Writing emails to people and on Twitch. There you go. So I just did this one as well. Actually, I can zoom out more than that so you can actually see the whole thing. There you go. It is. That's why I love Twitch. Oh, it's so dope. It is body healing, just straight up. Thank you. So both of these are part of a series of gifts that I've been giving my parents for ages because my mom got me into Lord of the Rings and my dad got me into Star Wars. So I already made them the posters first in the series. And now I'm, Christmas maybe 2 months ago. Let's not talk about that. But I hear a squatch. Oh, puppy! Come here. Come here. First of all, let's get so everybody can see you. And then get up here, pup. Oh, please don't take my computer down with you. Oh, look at this squatch. Mwah! I love you. Did you know you're the cutest dog there is? Let's see if we can angle the camera a little better. Yes. Yeah. How are you doing? Trying to come visit? Oh, are you more interested in my computer? Yeah. I love the way the laptop smells, I guess. Yes, this is Sasquatch. She's the best in the world. Even when she's being rude, she's a good dog. Love this pup. I love this pup. You have a bed down here. You can sleep in it if you want. Her name is Sasquatch. Oh, Nero, what's going on? Oh, we got a close-up? Yeah, look at the camera. Look at the camera right over here. Right over here. Right over here. All right. Yeah. Painting must always go on hold for Sasquatch. Juno, and we call her Junebug. Oh, that's great. I've actually, I have been working. I haven't clipped every squash, but that's because there was a long period where she wasn't allowed down here. But I've got a couple from the most recent week that are coming along. Do you want down? What do you want? What do you think? Are you gonna try to get your butt right now? No, just me. Okay. Like that's not the right angle to do that at. I'm gonna put you down, okay? But you have your bed right here. Right. I'm gonna put you in the bed. That way you can't even argue with me. Boom, right there. Nope, already leaving. Okay. Thanks for the visit. So excited. There we are, paint cam. She looks like a kind of pup who's just quietly curious and gets all sorts of trouble. No kidding. Hey, do I have clearance to tell the edible story, wifey? Because I would love to tell that story to prove the point. Yeah. All right. Cool. So to completely illustrate the point, Jamie, that you're making about Squatch, about a month ago, she hopped up on a table that she's never tried to get on before, and we didn't even know she could get on, and proceeded to eat 1,000 milligrams of THC edibles. She was so high. It was really funny and it was really scary. Yeah, it was really funny and it was really scary. She's okay now, obviously. I think she's become one with the universe and sort of understands the world more now. Or at least I'd like to think so. Like we took her to that ER, and they flushed her out and like took care of her and gave her all the fluids and stuff that she needed. So aside from like pooping weirdly after all that, she's okay. Yes, available through medical card and now kept in a locked cabinet. Alternatively, cops, if you're watching, it was fully illegal, and we've been selling them for lots of money at the police station. Yeah. Don't make a habit of, she did see another dimension. I have let me see if I can find the photo that I did when she was having her time. Well, Doc got med for thunderstorms because he was scared. He was small and he went crazy on an anti-anxiety med. I'd have to tell you legally if I was a cop, and I'd be incredibly uncomfortable being that. All right, let's see. Where is? Oh, this was like a month ago. I just did that. All right. Oh yeah, there you go. It was more than a month ago. It was 3 months ago. What day is it? What year is it? Let's just pop a window capture. Teleported and you were freaked out? Oh my god. There you go. Look at this was maybe a half hour after she took them. And this was about as standing as she could get at the time. Oh. Yeah, no more anti-anxiety med makes sense after that. Oh, the poor puppy. Thanks for taking that journey with me, y'all. I love my dog. That mischievous little rascal pain in the butt. She must be miserable. She has no earthly idea of what's going on. She's like in the Charlie Wonka is almost what I said. She's in the Charlie Wonka tunnel scene. All right, let's get my reference image back up so that I can paint. Babe, Gaboo the hoot. Technically, at the end of the movie, yeah. Oh, this is not. It's gonna take so much pain to do this. Better than the foam ride, but vomit instead of foam. Whoa. Vomit and foam don't go together. I changed my name to keep branding and stay the hell away from deadbeat grandpa. Oh, grandpa. I love that hating on grandpa becomes like it's a very Roger Daltrey Luke. Yeah. Doesn't look a lot like Mark Hamill, but he does look like he's gonna rip a fucking killer solo. Like but I'm not so concerned about getting the likeness perfect. As I've mentioned a lot with that Lord of the Rings one. I'm just goofing. Just making a little bit of cuteness. If I can get the vibe more than the likeness, that's much more important for me. Ooh, I forgot how much my camera hates paint on a canvas. Little blue milk time. Yeah, why not? I don't need to make this even remotely like the way the poster looks. Jabba, you're mine now. Got the big nose. Right? Yes. A weirdly sharp silhouette he's got. That's fine. That's wall. Alright. I will also say, as I've said before, but I'm still getting accustomed to it. Using a wet palette to paint on canvas is so weird. I love the doctor friend saw that and immediately went, there's no way you can certify for me that liquid was milk and not possibly any other fluid. No, it's established in Star Wars lore, Star's lore, if you will, that it's blue milk. It's specifically milk. Now, I don't know the science behind why a milk would be blue, but it is. I'm doing a very loose rendition of Jabba over here. I might just get rid of that weird hookah device altogether, just to paint a more interesting Jabba. Painting canvas is weird because thin paint aren't nearly as important, but sometimes they're also what... But sometimes they are also, what do you mean I have to make my own texture? I mean, I like making my own texture. Like, I do that on minis. Like this vampire I'm working on currently. I'm like adding texture to the cloak. This is extremely a work in progress. It's gonna not look so chunky when I'm done, but like I like texture to things. That's cool. I get that, but it's just like I don't know. I'm impatient. I can't stand waiting for paint to dry. So I'm always working on multiple projects. Or oh, actually, this is like the right color for this guy's tunic. Display leather or whatever. Oh, there's a fucking clicking noise. No, I thought I'd resolved that. All right, I'm gonna have to fight now. We're gonna do it the easy way because I don't want to spend time trying to fix it. So, what about now? Is the clicking still there, and am I still audible? Sounds good. All right. One sounds good. Audible, no click. All right. I'm satisfied by that. So every now and then my USB mic just gets crunchy. And I'm still trying to figure out the pattern for that. It's just whiny. I mean, yeah. I think in the year of our dark gods, 2023, if you can't be whiny, what can you be? I think we all deserve to complain just off of metric fuckload. Hey, trying to be positive is trying to be productive and positive. Those are both good things to be. I support 100% that. But you know, you're allowed to whine sometimes. People always pull that like, what's the use of complaining and nobody's listening and it doesn't help and blah blah blah. But like, if nobody's listening to you complain, like what are your friends doing? Like I've always hated that little rote neurotypical exchange because like no, my friends listen when I complain. My friends like me, they care about me, and they want me to be okay. And like they support me and I support them. Sometimes I wonder what happened to some of my paintings that I sold or gave away. I hope they're still making people happy. That's like having a child. As I say, as someone who doesn't have a child and doesn't want one, in my mind, that is what having a child is like. Is that you just kind of hope that you've done good, letting this thing into the world that sort of simultaneously reflects you and is no longer yours or you at all. Ew. Complaining helps identify problems that can be addressed. The problem is when the cyclists complain, identify, complain. Well, yeah. If you don't have resolve, you've probably got dirty dishes. I think resolve's a dish detergent. But also, you're not fixing anything in your life. And both are bad. You need clean dishes and resolutions to your problems. Oh, he's got a Jawa next to him. That's dope as fuck. I didn't realize. All right, we're painting the Jawa, who's like basically the same colors as him. Just kind of goes more darker, browner, faster. See, that's I've been staring at this painting for 4 hours, or at this poster for 4 hours, and I only just noticed that there's a Jawa in it. That's something. That's magical. His eyes are like kind of just a little black with. I just don't appreciate when people talk at me. Well, talking at someone and talking to someone are very different. Like if they're not engaging with where you're at, then yeah, it's a shitty. It's not even a conversation. It's just one person venting while the other person exists near them and probably isn't having a good time. It makes me feel objectified, and then they put character traits on me that don't exist. Exactly. It's a sort of a depersonalization. Not in the psychological sense of like when you depersonalize like that, but like it's almost an objectification in addition to an objectification, but that might be me projecting my own feelings of human interaction on things a little heavily. What is his mouth doing? Not existing currently. Now it exists. He's very unhappy. What does that mouth do? We know what that mouth do. We saw that horrible tongue. Yeah, I don't. On the contrary, I do not want to know what that mouth do. Does he? Yeah, okay. He's got this kind of greenishness that turns white. Yeah. Note, I'm not actually painting the sides of the canvas because that's a lot of work. I'm just blending it so it looks smooth when you look at it from the front and doesn't have like a sharp, immediate edge to it. Alright, let's do that. Paint this Gamorrean. Oh, maybe I should paint it on camera, huh? I love that tight line around Han's hair. It makes him look nice and separated from Luke. I mean, it's basically what they do on the It's basically what they do on the poster. I'm just exaggerating because I am doing on a 5x7 canvas what the original artist did on like a 5 foot by 7 foot. So like, factor of scale, I'm not going to make everything nice and detailed like he did, but thank you. Right, Pigman. One thing I do like a lot about 2D painting, though, is that I find wet blending easier. Like, to the degree that I don't usually wet blend on models, but I'm actually kind of doing that here. Oh, that's gonna drop a lot of water on my palette. I don't like that. Let's not make that quite so powerful yellow. Oh my word! I did not look up in time enough. How did you make that spatky? Sparkly? It's sparkly because it's still wet. And the texture is because it's a canvas that is not flat. Canvases are textured themselves. So, yeah. That's how I did that. It's not going to stay like that once it dries. At least hopefully it's not. Yeah, how did your did you finish that lecture on the wall for class? Tell me about that. Like, did y'all watch it? Yo, it is cold. This is cold here. It's cold down here in Bmore. I won't speak for other parts of the globe. But here, on the streets, the streets. I had them watch certain clips and now they need years of therapy. Well, good. That means you did it right. Do I need to... Nope, just a little bit of water. Hell yeah. Love that for me. They're currently giving presentations proving or disproving whether or not it's postmodernist. Oh, that's a little too much on the paintbrush. Are you judging them on quality of presentation, or are you judging them on whether you agree with them or not? One kid's father says it's not. Well, I'm not sure I disagree with kid's father, but I'm not sure my grasp of traditional postmodernism is really the strongest. Daughter's proving otherwise just in their presentation. Oh, okay, cool. That's a very slippery definition, open to vast interpretation. Extremely true. Art launching family wars since forever. True indeed. If your family isn't fighting about art, does your family consume art? And if your family doesn't consume art, why not? Please explain that to me. I wish my family consumed art. It's not something they value. That's weird. I don't understand that. Let's just thin this out a little bit more so that I can just do that. Beautiful. My family has slowly become more and more cool after I came out. I'm not saying I caused it, but there's a common denominator. I mean, I'm willing to also make that claim about my family. Let's just consume every fluid I can fit in my body. Let's go. We have always been cool. That's a lie, and you know it. Oh, that's gray, not black. Oopsie doodles. They find art to be a rich hobby. Art's like how you survive life, personally. Go to your room, you're on timeout until you apologize. Well, can I stream from my room? This basically is my room. Like, it is. Wait, can you see it from this angle? It is officially a pit of depravity. Everything about art is rich, but the artists, yeah. Even the dealers. The dealers are rich. Let's just do those. The selling of art is more complicated and unrelated to art than art creation, and it's gotten worse as time goes on. Fucking well said. Oh, he just got a strap. Just a big, dark strap with no flavor. Alright. We can do that. At least all those grifters got into crypto for a bit and lost their money. Yeah. That's true. The downfall of crypto is... well, it's ongoing. It's a very slow downfall, but I'm happy it's happening. It seems like the fastest and longest downfall. I think it's because we're not like plugged into it the same way we're plugged into other things. So the only news you hear is like really catastrophic news, but realistically, it's the biggest cell phone. The stupid AI monkeys. I remember having to charge serious money to make sure it's grand larceny if someone steals a painting from me. Huh, that's a thing you have to do? Is that like an intellectual copyright type deal, or I guess intellectual property? Because yuck. Bad news gets views. Also that. Establishing general worth of your work, yeah. Alright, his funny little helmet. Oh, that's a lot of water on that. Let's not do that. Please and thank you. Now then. Try that a second time, but better. Not even once more with feeling, just once more, but better. Well, like, don't even get me started on the concept of worth as far as art is concerned, because, like, that's such a weird capitalist fiat currency bullshit thing. Oh, watercolor is hard to reproduce. I know I can't reproduce watercolor. That's for dang sure. Yeah, let's go. Should probably be a little bluer, but I can interact with that. I would personally love for you to get started on that. I mean, I haven't gone on an anti-capitalist rant since last night. It's been a long time. I think worth is a word that gets thrown around a lot, and it means next to nothing. Because you can talk about monetary worth, you can talk about emotional worth, you can talk about XYZ, other things, but like specifically when it comes to art, like how do you value art? That's like hours ago. You're overdue. A rant about anti-capitalism, just any given thing. Like, is the worth in art the money that it can produce for a person? And is it the same? Is it the same for the person who sells it versus the next person who sells it versus the next person who sells it? So, like, why did the first person sell it if they're just going to get screwed by the fact that person 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all making more money off of that art? Give them 5 minutes and they'll get there. Yeah. But, like, me personally, like, as I guess a full-time artist, that's a wild concept. Like, my work has different value in different ways. Like, I'm making this for free, but you can't make something for free because labor is cost, labor is price, labor is labor. So you're never making anything for free. I'm making a net loss on this, and I'm putting quotation marks around that, except I value the experience of actually creating it, and I value giving it to people and the emotional reaction that I get from their emotional reactions. So, like, I don't know. What is it worth? But also, like, when I'm painting minis by commission, sometimes there are minis that I paint that I'm like,
I want to keep this. I'm sad that I have to give this away. I wish I could keep this and look at it forever and play with it. And so the worth is different there. The different kinds of different worth are always changing all the time. This painting is priceless. There you go. I don't know. I know what I would charge to do this painting for someone, but that's not the same as what it's worth. And I think that's kind of the point that I'm getting to, is that you really need to decide how you value things, and I don't think money can or should be your chief value judgment. And that's why I'm a fucking anarchist and not a bootlicker. So, there you go. It'll be worth more when I'm dead? I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that either, but my views on death probably aren't... Not probably. Definitely aren't the standard. So... As an artist who can give away art as gifts for free, my art was valueless to some. True, and some people aren't going to appreciate it, or aren't going to enjoy it, or aren't going to want it. And in that case, oof. Getting to paint things I like on stream makes better content, which theoretically is better for the audience, which makes numbers go up. But if I paint 42,000 little soldiers, in a few days I can make the money I need to live. Heart in the art doesn't sustain us until the artist is already famous, usually. True. Yeah, it's a fucked up system. Capitalism is if it doesn't destroy the world, it's because we wised up faster than I expect us to wise up. But at the same time, art and the emotional appreciation that you get from art is the reason to keep existing. So, they didn't want it, but usually you keep things I make as gifts for other people, and I give it to them. I mean, that's... If you got a regift, that's a pretty decent regift. A gift is a gift. It was always meant to be a gift. Ooh, I've never thought about that before, but I fuck with that. I don't like to go down the doomer path to allow the space for surprise. I just paint cool stuff, and that's enough for today. And it'll probably be enough for tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, I'm very positive nihilism when it comes to that. Because, like, I mean, yeah, sure, the world might end within the decade. But in that case, that just means I get to spend the next 10 years having as much fun as I possibly can. And not wasting my time on shit that makes me sad. Well, whenever I can avoid it. Some suffering is unavoidable. Well, some pain is unavoidable. But suffering is not unavoidable, as the Buddhists have taught us. But yeah, like, if nothing matters, then, like, sweet, nothing matters. That's dope. That means you get to fucking live your life. Just try to have as many good days as possible in the meantime. Exactly. If we can learn anything from Bill and Frank, don't make me fucking cry on stream. I haven't cried on stream yet. This is not the time. Maybe I have? I don't remember crying on stream yet. This is not the time I want to start. Today's the date. No, I will not cry about Bill and Frank again. I spent fucking 45 minutes of that episode just crying. I don't need to do more. It's not even spoiler warning at this point. It's just Bill and Frank are the most precious love story that's been on TV in a long time, and it made me cry a lot. I don't care when straights are happy, but when gays are happy, oh. Oh, that's a little heavy. Yeah. I mean, that's the only way I know how to cry, and I will cry like that given the slightest bit of opportunity. But yeah. It's a good episode. Why is that axe blue and not anything else? It's so weird. Oh. Well, hard time getting emotional from TV or movies, but dang, that hit me right in the heartbeat. I have the opposite experience. I will cry like it's what I'm getting paid to do. Doesn't matter why. I cry all the time watching anything, reading anything. I'm just a big weepy cry. The end of Totoro? Yeah! Okay, we have to not talk about things that are going to make me cry. It's not why I logged on today. I logged on to paint things and kick ass. Not to cry over the beauty that exists in the world. Oh. Of course, foolish me. Ben and only watched Totoro for the first time a few months ago. Yeah, well, I love Miyazaki movies. I don't know how it is I managed to dodge Totoro for as long as I did. Because I wasn't doing it on purpose. But, surprise, it's really good. I know no one's ever voiced that opinion about it before. Monkey roaches? Okay, monkey roaches needs to be a D&D creature immediately. And also not a real creature because fuck that. But as a D&D creature, I'm here for it. Yeah, let's just do a little of that. Where's white? There it is. I really don't move my paints that often. You'd think that I would know where they are at this point. But nope. Every time I gotta look. Does he? No, it doesn't even really have that going on. got two little horns. I guess he's got like a little tiny boop of eye glint. Made an art travel basket out of a sewing basket because I keep moving my favorites with me. That is clever. I use not that I do it often, especially because COVID and internet, but I have a little fishing tackle box that I use whenever I'm going to paint on the go. Yep, just two little boogas. Booga 1 and Booga 2. Alright, how do I feel? How do I feel? Where's my brain at? I think I need a little more definition on that green bit. Keeps the art supplies out of the art room collected because I don't want to use the literal art room to do art. I'm the exact opposite. I was talking to my wife about this last night. Moros, you literally have a space. Why are you like this? Like, I need a dedicated all the time art space. Otherwise, my executive function will just make it not happen. Gotta get back into your knitting? That is a thing you should do. Hell yeah. I tell all my viewers and students to remove as many barriers to entry as possible to their art. Hell yeah. I just want to play video games. It's hard to play and knit at the same time. Did you see the knot clown opossums on TikTok? Knit, not knot. No, knit clown? Knit clown opossum? Modern life demands everything. You can't waste time and energy setting up and taking down. Yes. Aniris, I do not know of what you speak, but I would love to know. What am I painting? Right. Play with your feet like J-Rock, right? Is it time to paint Carrie Fisher? Is that where we've arrived at? The number one thing I've been most intimidated to do? Oh boy. There's that one streamer who played 2 Elden Ring games at the same time with a DDR pad. What in the holy cannoli? Work lurk. Thank you for the work lurk. Yeah, I think it's time to paint Carrie Fisher. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. That means it's a great excuse for me to procrastinate doing this by taking a quick bio break and getting some more coffee. Yeah. No, that's in, not out. There we go. Can you watch TikToks on Twitch? Is that a thing? It's got to be fair use, right? Let's make it happen. Let's break some rules, or probably not actually break rules. Please be paused until I hit play. Nope, not happening. All right. Chrome. Oh. Break rules, break rules. What's up, Love Murder? Rose. How would you prefer I refer to you? Love Murder, Murder Rose, Love Murder Rose, Rose, Love, Murder, LMR, none of the above. TikTok. There we are. Let's... Possums do what they want. Well, I'm not an opossum, but I would like to live like one. Rose, Rose, or Slanesh. Noted. Oh, what did I just do? What did I move? Something invisible. Oh, that's what I moved. Got it. I can probably get rid of that, but we're not gonna. Alright, I'm gonna make this big. We're gonna watch this TikTok, and then I'm gonna do a quick little bio break. It's not an invisible jet. It's actually Namlarep Nor. Very, very minimally visible Namlarep. From one of my goofier, I think, birthday stream that was. Anyway, Chrome. Slanesh is transition goals. Yeah, I'd be happy being Slanesh. Oh, jeez. Make that just... I can't even... Muroz de Rovlo. Nope, that's harder to say than any of the other things I've ever tried to say. Alright. Let's pause that. Let's play that. Oh, it's not making sound. Hold on.
Possessed by an owl. Who? That's the
Shit.
thing, guys. We have to be careful. Someone here is possessed by an owl. Who? That's the thing. We don't.
I love that joke.
Possessed by an owl. Who? That's
Oh, those clown possums are cute as hell.
Okay, guys, we have to be careful. Someone here.
Let's just look at TikTok for a little bit. Oh my word. Out here trying to look like the Dark Oath War Queen, not asking for much. Oh, that's so cute. I don't crochet, but I would put money in that direction. That's great. All right. I'm going to be right back. 5 minutes or less. Yeah, so fucking cute. And then we're going to paint Princess Leia that I'm really intimidated by. Because if I fuck up Princess Leia, then I feel like I'm letting the community down. I'm mostly kidding about that. Mostly. Wait, are we having a Persona conversation right now? I walked back to. I wonder if anyone wants to be a Triffid. Uh, let's scroll up. I missed a lot. Get them buns right. If I were a mythical critter, I'd want to be a banshee because honestly, it's cottagecore. Plus, I get to scream at men until they die. Fuck yes. You can scream at men until they die in real life. You just generally have to like. There's other steps in addition to the screaming you have to take. Just draw 2 cinnamon buns and put a smiley face in the middle. I want to be a flying wolf or a dragon. A unicorn might be fun, but I don't want last unicorn survivor's guilt. Oh, wait, a I don't know how to say Penangangalan. Wow. I added an extra syllable of that. Penangalan. Penangalan? Penangalan? I don't know the... I know the creature, I don't know how to say it out loud. Mythological beings. Okay, got it. Not Persona. Let's be real, I'd be a bird. This is what I always say. When I was painting that werewolf, that clip it so very kindly built for me, the joke that was my persona got thrown around so much. But honestly, my persona would be a pig. Like, not a werewolf. I love werewolves, but that's mostly because I want to get freaky with one. Not because I want to be one. Oh, no. Not a werewolf in London. Warren Zevon is not generally my favorite person. But I guess he's not my least favorite person either. I go and do house stuff and I come back to this. Dude, you have to expect this from me. Come on, you've known me for how long? My persona is a bat. Oh, that's a good persona. Which is also a sentence that I'm just didn't expect. 20 years, yeah. Well, you should know after 20 years that I would raw dog a werewolf or get raw dogged by a werewolf. And in that case, the terminology would be accurate. Raw dogging. Oh, you know what? I have a pun counter for exactly that reason. Thinking of Warren Zevon makes me remember that Kid Rock sampled the riff from Werewolves of London, and it makes me want to no longer have eardrums all over again. I did not know that Kid Rock sampled that, but that's because I carefully ignore Kid Rock at all times. Is this the color that I want? Don't look that one up. Take my word for it. It's as bad as it seems. I mean, it's Kid Rock, so we're off to a strong start. Kid Rock is what happens if you plant a can of Skull and water it with Michelob Ultra. Ooh. He's not even... Okay, no, I have to look this up. I could swear I remember learning that Kid Rock isn't even actually a redneck. Like, it's just a persona that he puts on, and he was born in, like... I don't know, New York City or something like that. Oh no, he was born in Michigan, Romeo, Michigan. Okay, that's redneck enough. Well, I'm not going to take his redneck card from him. Okay. Oh. His persona is Joe Dirt. Joe Dirte, I believe you mean. Alright, face roughly here. He's in the movie. He's in Joe Dirt. To be fair, I haven't seen Joe Dirt since high school. I went to my first trailer park in Michigan. It was interesting and not bad, just different. I mean, a trailer park's just a place to live. Like, people make a big deal about stuff like that because they're classist jackholes. To be fair, oh, the size. This is gonna fuck me up because I just changed all the other sizes on everything else in the fucking painting. So, they really do, but it's just housing, something we should all have. Yeah, something that we should all have for free. Landlords are leeches. And housing is a scam. The housing market is a scam, rather. Housing is a human right. But making bank off of housing is a scam. I have no idea how y'all paint minis. I think if I got like 3 hours into painting a figurine and messed up, I would probably vomit blood and die. I mean, I've vomited blood and died several times. The reality is that you just keep going. You just fix it. Landlords no longer landlords, TBH. Yeah. Do you mean landlords no longer lord lands? Humans remain, human remains. Okay, so she gets kind of pinker, kind of browner. She says, fuck color theory. I'm going to do whatever I want. Okay. No, because that's... Oh. I have red. They don't care for the land or the people. Oh, yeah, well, that's true. Have they ever? Debatably. I'm just saying, in 2023, we have less time off than a medieval peasant. And we're currently suffering a wealth gap larger than during the French Revolution. So, gotta bounce. Glad to catch a stream. Have an awesome day. You too, Jamie. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having you. You are such a joy to chat with. Hey, what's up, Opcost? How are you doing today? That's not red enough. Don't actually eat the rich. We had a discussion on Kuru last stream. No, you're good if you avoid the spinal tissue and cerebral fluid, you're good to go. You just eat the parts like you eat like the thigh and the flank and like biceps. I didn't say any of this out loud on stream. I haven't been thinking about how to do that practically for a long time. Yeah, I mean, it's about time. Oh, you came back just in time. I can't believe that counter's only at 6. Red. Red is what I'm looking for. Now I understand. This one. I don't... How am I... That was way too much red. Now we're living La Vida Loca. We'll get more orange in there. We'll just really fake it. That feels like a quick meeting, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe my sense of time is just completely fucked. Which, well, okay, I know my sense of time is completely fucked. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's even too red. if I do that. That's better. Time is a concept and has no bearing. Fucking true. Usually by the end of the week, you don't have much to say. Oh, shit, it's Thursday. Yeah. It is, in fact, the end of the week. Last night you spent an hour debating with an old friend if Sephiroth would ever really be redeemable in a believable fashion. Ooh. I might be about to blow some minds here, but I've never played Final Fantasy VII. I don't know anything about Sephiroth. I have no useful information to add or agree to this conversation, or disagree for that matter. 9 is the best? Let me go so far as to say the only Final Fantasies I've ever played are 1, 2, and Crystal Chronicles. If anybody remembers Crystal Chronicles. Oh, it was fun. We talked characters a lot. Hell yeah. That's good times. Yeah, it was on GameCube. I'm pretty sure it also got released on other stuff, but yeah, played it on GameCube. It was cute. It was weird. I got really mercilessly stuck. And just could not get further. But that was not Crystal Chronicles' fault. That was my fault. For not getting good. I don't know why I just decided I was going to up my brush size, but it's working. Oh, whoa. We got words. If you play Crisis Core, Angeal is definitely forgivable, and by all accounts, Sephiroth was forgivable before the Nibelheim incident. If you really want to dig deep, he's not forgivable, but understandable. But the only truly unforgivable character in Seven's lore is Hojo, full stop. Yeah, I fucking hate Hojo. That guy's always pissed me off. I do like Hojo's name. I'm not even sure I'm saying Hojo's name correctly, but it makes me happy. And Badger is in it? Cool, there's a Badger in it? Is Crisis Core worth playing? Oh, got it. Oh, Badger from Breaking Bad. Oh. That's a very different... very different. He voices one of the characters. Oh. So right now I've got a flesh golem sort of look going on. We're gonna... this. Hair. Hair that disappears into this non-specific shadow that might be bikini. And this is proof that I can't wait for paint to dry. What a weirdly shaped everything about this. OG Crisis Core is a slog to play, good game, bad mechanics. The remake solves this and retains the main selling point, the story and the characters. It sounds like the remake is the way to go. Promoting healthy huts by denying Jabba his hookah. I didn't want to push Jabba even further off to the side. And I did just lick my paintbrush. It's a very important part of my process. And I'm only kind of kidding about that. It's a delicious... No, I don't do it for taste. I do it to help keep the point on the brush. Oh, what is this shape going on there? I've absolutely done it with toxic paint. I'd even have to admit that I've done it with toxic paint recently. Jabba vapes now. Also, I hope to all available gods you aren't using lead paint. No. Oh, shucks.
Love Murder Rose just subscribed. Clip had gifted a tier 1 sub to Love Murder Rose.
Clip, you are a fucking sweetheart. 25 gift subs. It's not lead paint, it's acrylic. Just keep thinking of Radium Girls. Only slightly. Look, we discussed this earlier. I'm gonna die at some point. Licking my brush makes me happy, so I might as well lick my brush while I can, because I can't do it after I die. YOLO, as the kids say, and by the kids I mean adults, about it 6 years ago. Ooh, I need to trim down her neck. That sounds like threatening. You could, but someone would have to help you. Aniros, are you volunteering to help me lick my brush after I die? Bennett speedrunning them were pronouns. Look. I'm just saying, the likelihood of me being an undead fiend of some sort is really high. There's so much spite going on in this body. And if there's one thing I've learned from reading monster manuals obsessively, it's that that's what you need to become undead. Ooh, I hate the way that looks. Do 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 do. To totally change the way I'm painting that face. Well, no, I have to change the silhouette. Whatever we call that, the shape of the face. God, I want to join a campaign so I can bring Kintsugi back. I want more time to run more campaigns. I wish I had Spite. I could fashion it into a false spine for the one I lack. Spite is dope. Spite is like the only thing that has kept me alive, aside from the affection and love of my friends. You want to join a campaign? See, this is why I want more time to. This is why I want more time to make campaign happen. Okay, what did I just actually do, though? Okay, I did a really good job of mixing her face into the sunset behind her. I'll loan you some. I live on Spite, Estradiol, and caffeine. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Cheers to that. Right now I'm doing the Dilbert thing and using a yardstick taped to my back. Oh, Dilbert. Oh, Scott Adams, you guy, you. Yeah, there's no question. I don't know why I stopped and thought about it. Maybe there's a question. What are you doing? Let's mix it up. Let's mix it up over here. If anybody wants to know what my wet palette looks like currently, it's that. Just oranges and a little bit of green. My DM has spots, but he does paid games. I've been thinking about getting into that racket. But, haven't. Clearly, because I just said that I'm not doing it yet. Yep.
Put your fucking hands up!
My hands are on screen, motherfucker. I'd like to call a foul on that. I'd be good at that. Thank you, June. I just wanted to see what it does. I have to have a group I know and mesh with well because all my characters is some version of myself, however distorted. That's true of everyone's characters. And I've had a lot of good talks with the therapist about, I've had this conversation in character before. What the fuck? And then, there you go. What would happen? What do you mean, what would happen? Nothing's gonna happen. I'm not a fucking cop. This is a cop-free... This is a cop-free stream, as we've previously established. We don't do punishment here. Oh, the groups, they're all streamed? Where do you... Oh, right, it's on, It's Gates of Eternity, right? Did I just make that up 100%? Am I right or am I wrong? Odyssey of Eternity. I was so fucking close. Yeah, I've been following Odyssey of Eternity on Twitch for a while. But let's do a shout out. Let's do a formal shout out. My last character was a trans half-elf artificer who literally gave an arm and a leg for her arcane armor and refused to let the party see her out of it. Oh, that sounds so fucking cool, though. Hell yeah, Neros. I got paint where I didn't want paint. I've been following y'all and lurking for, not as frequently as I would like, but more frequently than not doing it. So, you know. I guess. Let's give it a shot. Let's find out. Let's fuck around. Turns out, I don't have strong feelings about that color. D&D content is good content. Okay, so they're using the same color in her hair as for her bikini, so that's something. That makes life a little easier. Tomorrow's your Ravenloft game. Fuck yeah. Also, as bonus flavor, her arcane armor was inspired by Toonami's Big O. Oh, fuck yeah, Big O. And would light up with red text that said, "Cast in the name of God, ye not guilty," whenever she donned it. That's cool as fuck. I also have D&D tomorrow, but it's not Ravenloft. It's a homebrew setting. It's that GM's first time GMing. It's a lot of fun. It's sort of a noir. Yeah, he is doing a great job. Shout out to Kalev, not on any social medias as far as I'm aware of. It's personal. We continually talk about possibly streaming that group, but a third of the group is like newer players. Although I say new players, they've been playing for like 3 years. New players who are like very uncomfortable with the concept of being streamed. Meanwhile, the rest of us have been playing for like as long as we've been alive. So, yeah. We'll do. I'd love to stream like a one shot and make life easy, rather than trying to do like a whole ass campaign. Planning your first campaign, but you have so much homebrew work to do because the core concept of the campaign is death is cheaper than lunch for the entire world. Oh, that's fucking dope. Klez, I will make no promises because this is not even planning stages. But if I arrive at a point where streaming a one shot seems possible, you are on the short list. How about that? But right now we're currently at like, oh, we should start a podcast levels of planning. Which hopefully everyone understands is not planning at all. Oh, Carrie Fisher. You don't carry that many fish, do you? On Sunday, the Homebrew Ravenloft setting has ended, so we're going to do a Hot Springs episode. I love doing Hot Springs episodes. So much fun. Is it literally at the hot springs, or is it a hot springs episode like you're going to the beach or you're doing whatever? Wow, her lips are just like a slash of red. All right. Real hot springs. My girl's gonna let her unicorn trash a hotel room. Yo, what's up, Lynn? The rest of last night was great. I got scared out of my jeans. I think I was wearing jeans. It's a turn of phrase anyway. Doesn't matter. Had a great time. I'm very, 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 very ready to keep playing. I genuinely did have nightmares last night. Yeah. For context, for those of you who weren't there last night, I was playing a game called Layers of Fear, which is a nice, spooky, I guess you'd call it a walking simulator, about an artist who is having some problems. Scared out of their genes. Thankfully, an Imperial Apothecary gathered their gene seed. Oh, smart. Thank you. One day, I'm going to remember to shout out properly. And until then, I'm going to be thankful that Junebug exists. And then after that, I'm still going to be thankful that Junebug exists. Because she's just the best thing in the world. I appreciate that you feel like your job is to cover for my shortcomings. That's why I have the Sword of Power. Looking for his McChicken sandwich. He's looking for a lot of things, but McChicken is on the list. Let's use a smaller brush. You know what? Instead of trying to be really delicate, I can just be smart and use a smaller brush. We've got eyebrows, and they're right about there. Oh, wow, she looks real grumpy. You could make a legendary item in your hopefully upcoming one-shot called the Boon Jug, inspired by Sing Junebug. Oh, that would be great. The Boon Jug can be what the players get power-ups out of. All right. Pardon me if my... I looked up at the right time. Actual feelings about the metal bikini on display? Yeah, well, she looks mad. I do love your Boon Jugs, that's true. I think lewd has to be triggered at this point, right? Oh, does it not? Does it not do? It should do. Nope. One of these days. Let's do third time's the charm. Yeah, there you go. All right. Painting tiny white dots. It's like painting models, except they're flat. If at first you don't succeed, lewd again. I think I have a motto. Oh, there's going to be water on there. Hey, thank you. It's certainly not soup. Oh, that's out, not in. I mean, that was in, not out. It's definitely not like a perfect recreation, but like, I want the vibe more than I want the exact look. And all art is just interpretation anyway. God, we're getting real fucking philosophical today. Abandoning any pretense of actually being on camera visually in favor of doing it good. Are all sandwiches just an interpretation? All sandwiches are striving to recreate the one perfect sandwich. And when that happens, the seventh seal will be opened and we can all breathe a sigh of relief. You had a peanut butter powder with cocoa powder as a diet thing. And it wasn't bad, with the exception of the Brood Witch. Oh, no, it wasn't bad. I think the perfect sandwich is a myth, with the exception of the Brood Witch. I don't know. I don't do peanut butter chocolate as a flavor. That's not really my jam. I know people have strong feelings about peanut butter chocolate, but mine is, I don't fuck with it. P2? Is P2 the name of the, thing? The brand? The flavor? The chocolate? P2 peanut butter powder. You use it in your curries. Peanut butter powder in a curry. Sandwiches are not an interpretation. Sandwiches are a category. Anything that contains carbs and something else is a sandwich, albeit deconstructed. Cereal is deconstructed milk sandwich. Cereal is a soup. Cereal is a soup. Cereal is not a sandwich. It's a soup. And I disagree with the concept of deconstructed anything. It's not real. So it's just got weird little wiggly digglies. Is this the part where I realize I don't actually know what the famous bikini looks like? It's a deconstructed milk sandwich because if you say it's a soup, does that make milk a broth, a glaze, a sauce, or an ingredient? Well, aren't all of those things ingredients? Isn't an ingredient anything that is not an entire meal? And also, milk is absolutely a broth. just to go there, too. Not this discourse again. No matter where you are, it will follow you, June. You can't escape. What color do I want? I want very yellow. This conversation might well make my head hurt. Well, yes, but Josh, this is not the color I thought I grabbed. I was about to throw fucking teal up on there. That's not what I want. This is un peep. Only kind of. Alright. Eek. We're doing it. We're doing it. Alright. Oh, Squatch's vet appointment. Hey, thank you for dealing with Squatch's vet appointment. Even though you're already lurking and not technically here. Are the straps gold? No, just the little attachy things. Oh, I need to re-highlight the actual boobie that's right there. The for real human cleavage. Well, I guess it's not for real human cleavage. We just talked about this not being a pipe. The real, not real human cleavage. The real interpretation of fake real human cleavage. We're deep into the what is it called? Not the Uncanny Valley. Although that would be a great thing to call cleavage. What was that movie that's got the guys in it? The movie that's got the guys in it. Induction. Interpretation. Inception. That's the Valley of Cannes. Isn't Cannes in a valley? Or is this the wrong part of France that I'm thinking of? Alright. We want that, and I already got white on my palette. Beach. Is Cans a beach? I genuinely don't know. Cans is the term for booba. I know. I'm playing a game. Play with me in this space, Rose. I'm being a goofy goofball. But I was also thinking of France, which I don't know enough about to make jokes about. I apologize. No, I don't. It feels somewhat deserved. Maybe not completely, but at least to a degree. Oh man, I gotta make the shadows on her body happen better, because right now she's kind of just fading into uncomfortable instead of into shadow. I mean, Carrie Fisher was absolutely dissatisfied. She's done multiple interviews about how much she did not fucking like being put in the bikini. So she looks like she's taking after her father. She hates sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere, especially when you're only wearing a metal fucking bikini. I'm about to flood my palette. All right. I've seen maybe one Star Wars. Fair. They, no, that's again gonna be just a lot of water. I used to be deep into Star Wars. That time of my life has since passed, and now, like, I don't know, I like it. Like, the original trilogies. The original trilogy gives me good, happy nostalgia feelings. The prequels give me, God, this is fucking awful, but more nostalgia feelings. And then the new ones, I haven't even seen the third one, the third new one. What is that? What was that? Return of the New Guy. Basically, I watched Last Jedi. Or not Last Jedi. Yeah, I watched The Last Jedi and was like, wow, I hated this. I guess I'm not watching Star Wars anymore. And that's kind of just how life worked out. I guess I need a sort of a sun type deal right next to her face. Like right there. And then to do the little white outline on all the things. All right, I wanted to fix up the weirdness of that little titty bit. That tidbit of titty. The titty bit. One of your planned tattoos is a nerdy ass joke. I want the Riddle of Doors of Durin as a tramp stamp. God, my D&D group has made several of my D&D groups have made that joke before. I still fucking love it. I'm absolutely here for it. And in as non-lascivious as a way as I can say this, if you get that tattoo, I want to fucking see it. It's very hard to say, let me see your tramp stamp without coming off kind of creepy. But please note that that is only there if you want it to be there. Just don't answer it without Junebuck's approval. Fair. Junebug would also want to see it. What did I do there? I don't know what I did there. Alright. Do I want to make that a harsher shadow? Let's go for it. Let's make it a more defined shadow. See how much I regret that. This is a joke, not actual advance. Sorry, it's hard to communicate through text. I know. That's why I'm making it very clear that I am goofing. I am very not worried about it, but I appreciate you clarifying, and I think that is an important part of human interaction. And would be just to make life a hell of a lot easier for everybody if people were more comfortable just saying, yes, I'm flirting, or no, I'm not. Because my dumbass never knows one way or the other. Except for that one time just now that I said I did know. Maybe if I... Ooh, will I regret this? Maybe I will. I'm going to try a little bit of a wash, and we're going to find out. It would solve so many of my issues. I'm on the spectrum, and I just assume no one's flirting unless someone tells me, Rose, I'm doing a flirt. That's one of the reasons that I wonder if I might be. That is not the color I thought I grabbed. I'm glad I read that. Junebug makes fun of me because she's had to basically explicitly explain every one of her advances to me. Every time she's done them. So, you know. Here we are. On the internet. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Can I get less? Okay, that's actually more what I'm looking for. Thank you. I still think you give good advice, especially when it comes to human interactions and dating. I mean, my advice is always just communicate. Like, just talk to them. So I'm glad that you think I give good advice. But I think the advice I give is really obvious. Just simple advice. When I first met my husband, it was at a house party, and I stepped outside to smoke. He came up to me, took the cigarette from my hands, and said, you know, I've heard of smoking after sex, but not before, and I still didn't realize he was flirting. Okay, that's rough, because I even picked that up. That is a lot. It is very smooth. The Alice in Wonderland song? Which one? Because I can't, I don't know why I can't think of a single Alice in Wonderland song. He's just like, oh wow, want a cigarette? And he looked at me blankly, handed it back, and said, I don't smoke. Holy shit. Oh, I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. Yes. So why are the sound alerts working on time now? Not last night, when we waited 10 minutes to hear Godzilla. Internet? I'm gonna have to fight you. It might be time. It might be time. Godzilla was double booked. Josh drops? What's a Josh drop? Oh, no. So Josh, I have this thing called ADHD where I forget to do things constantly, and it's the bane of my existence. So that's what happened. But I'm going to put it on my to-do list right now. What the fuck is a Josh drop? Josh sent me some classic Josh quotes. What the fuck is happening with my notes app? I don't think this is the way it's supposed to look. I'm going to close it and try again. Clez. Let's give that another go and find out. Classic Josh quotes for use on the stream. Alright. Okay, well, if note's in trash, why am I looking at it? I don't want note in trash. I want note out of trash. Alright. I did that. I need to do the sounds. Alright, got it. It's in my to-do list for today. We're good. I need to make Gamorrean darker so I can paint Return of the Jedi over his body. It's just... So here's the part. I love how Star Wars is so futuristic and then on the poster there's just a space orc with a fucking battle axe. Star Wars is like... it's more space fantasy than it is space. I meant to say science fantasy, but space. Let me start this whole thought over again. So, I think, flavor-wise, Star Wars is almost more science fantasy than it is science fiction. Because, I mean, it's got fucking... I've only seen 2.5 Star Wars movies. Oh, man. This is a common thing. It's fine. Space Marines. Star Wars is cool. It's fine. I used to be way more into it. This is mostly because it is a gift for my dad. I've already painted the original 2 Star Wars posters for him. Because, like, when I was a little kid, Star Wars was my entryway into science fiction. And he was the one who got me into Star Wars. And I also painted... I can show it off again. I also painted for my mom, who got me into fantasy, Lord of the Rings. So I've done the first two of the Lord of the Rings movies for my mom already. Done the first two Star Warses for my dad. Um, we're pretending I'm not 2 months or more late on getting them their Yuletide presents, but yeah. Yeah, so like I don't know, it's nostalgic. It makes me think of my dad, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm not like deep into Star Wars at this point. True fact. Never read or played Warhammer 40k, but I listened to a lot of YouTube videos on lore. That seems to be the way a lot of people digest Warhammer lore. Which, hell yeah, good for y'all. I, for one, cannot stand a lore video when I could just read it. But that's because there's not a single person who makes a video who goes the speed that my brain does. Grew up as a Disney kid. I say grew up, but I'm still one, and my parents just didn't really do anything sci-fi-y. I mean, I definitely watched Disney as a kid, but it wasn't like a crucial identifier in my family. But my parents are both huge dorks and did a really good job passing that on to me. Did not do such a good job passing that on to my brother, but we're not all perfect. They had to have at least one cool kid. Oh, also, a lot of people would use like a pencil and a ruler to do this. I'm not a lot of people. I just wing it. And when it doesn't turn out straight, I fix it. Sort of like the opposite of my personal life. I have the opposite ADHD energy. I get that hyper focus, so I watch of Lutein's deep dives. Like the hour plus vids on fucking bolt guns, only covering bolt guns. Yeah, I can't, like, I can turn that on for background noise, and, like, I do that sometimes, but I can't just, like, watch that. Like, like, play them on double speed, or something like that. Just to keep my gremlins at bay. Put them on in the background while playing old school JRPGs on mute. I mean, that makes sense. I feel like the playing an old school JRPG does not take the same kind of brain that listening to a lore video might take. Ooh, I fucked up the proportions of these letters. I don't think that's gonna stop me. It does mean I need to give him a little razzle dazzle. That's not quite what I meant to say, but it's not wrong. But yeah, like that's my like big love-hate relationship with like YouTube is that thanks to YouTube, if I ever need to learn how to do anything, I can figure it out. But also thanks to YouTube, I have to watch every YouTube video as at the highest possible speed because everybody takes so long to just say stuff. Oh, that's hella crooked too. You know what? Punk's not perfect. Neither am I. Oh, that's not right. Okay. Sort of over the T and the R. I don't love that. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, scrolling back up. Spent so many hours this afternoon watching YouTube to help me set stuff up. Exactly. It's great. And I feel like that's now not to be a millennial, but to be a millennial. I think like the key difference between how younger people use the internet and how older people use the internet is that younger people go, I don't know how to do something. I don't really understand this. Let's look it up. Let's find out. Whereas older generations, especially when it comes to internet, it's just like, well, I don't know how to do this. Better find someone who does. And like the difference is deciding to do it yourself versus deciding to find someone who does it. And I don't know. I don't know where that thought is going, but it's a thought I've had. I get into weird hyperfixations, especially while ingesting THC. So I'll vibe out to like an hour-long video of someone mixing and muddling watercolors by hand. Okay, but that sounds dope, though. I want that video, please. It's so pretty. I'll post the specific one on Discord for later. Fuck yeah, thank you. Man, I love Discord. Hey, for anybody who's not in the Discord already, somehow, here's the link to the Discord so that you can also watch that video and also partake in all the wonderful and extremely cool conversations that we have in the Discord when we're not streaming. When I'm not streaming. There's other people who aren't streaming too, but you know. I want more black on my palette than that. Oh shit, I'm actually realizing I'm about to finish this. That's nice. Which means I can start on the next one. Yeah, let's do it that way. Because it's actually got a black drop shadow on it. Alright. Let's go. Posted and tagged me, no rush, just for later. Thank you so much, Rose. Is it attached? No, it's not. It's its own separate beast. That's fine. It sounds like Squatch is upstairs dancing. I think that means either just got back or just left for the vet. So even the tinies have the drop shadows. All right. Those are attached, though. All right, I didn't fuck that up. Oh, the clap synthesizer. Every time. Every single time it comes up in a song, I get excited about it. I am so easy to fucking please in that regard. In most regards. I am a simple creature. I'll move to a smaller brush to do that. Because that's gonna be a pain to get those tiny little dots. There it is. Alright, I am gonna finish this logo, slap my signature on it, and then do a quick little bio break, and then come back and start on the next canvas, which is going to be a total change of pace and be Hellraiser. Yeah, I'm painting a Hellraiser canvas. Clive Barker is so fucking cool because it's one of Maggie's favorite movies. Maggie being my brother's girlfriend. For those who need to know who I'm talking about. So I'm doing one of these for her. It's gonna be Hellraiser. Oh, okay. I mean, I can make you one if you want one. All you gotta do is say the word, and maybe send me money depending on how much, how big you want the actual thing to be. All right. The fuck was I just talking about? No, I don't remember. Something like that. Oh, Imagica. Haven't read it yet. It's in my to-be-read pile. Really want to read it. Very excited about it. Let's just put my signature over there. We'll put it on the Ewok. That feels right to me for some reason. Klez, if you want to shoot me a text at your leisure to remind me to talk to you about that, I got you. basically what the Dark Tower series should have been, and Galilee is basically what if the Elder Gods got therapy. I never read the Dark Tower, which also feels ridiculous given my general interests and proclivities, but didn't. But want to. Not missing much. I don't know. Oh, nope. Zoom out. Slide down. Ta-da! I don't know. I've heard some wildly different interpretations on how good it's king. It is most self-masturbatory. Well, yeah, that's fair. Let's swap out this. No, wait. No, I'm not going to get distracted. I'm going to take a quick bio break, and then I'm going to come right back, and we're going to start working on Hellraiser. I'm gonna make the be right back happen. I'm gonna turn on my stream trailer because I want to do it. I haven't played it in a minute. All right. I don't know why I sound like I'm gonna cry about that. Anyway, be right back.
For anybody else who doesn't know my name, hi, my name is Bennett. I was about to call myself a skillful idiot, and honestly, I am a really scared baby. I do not like this.
I'm sorry that you're probably gonna die.
It's okay as long as I'm entertaining. Well, I can put my. That's a big cow.
I could be debasing myself for credits.
Well, you do that by participating in capitalism, my friend.
Well,
And if you found this channel and you're somehow in favor of capitalism, I beg you to reconsider either watching the channel or being in favor of capitalism.
Come on down to Rick's Meat Emporium. It's not cold, it's not fresh, but boy howdy, it's meat. Until next time, think about what you did to deserve this. Good or bad. Because it could be either. I am a blessing and a punishment.
Wait, the actual, for real Stephen King is in his own book as himself? That's... Wow. I knew Stephen King was in the book, but I thought he was in the book as a character, not as, like, as him, as a fucking self-insert. Wow. Wow. There we go. We've learned. Alright, we're making this poster much bigger so that we can change the poster. Alright, this is what we're going for now. Complete with tagline. I'm not going to do the credits at the bottom. I'm not going to do the white outline. So actually, I can just get rid of that altogether. Let's go. He's so special that the Agents of Darkness tried to kill him in a car crash, which actually did happen and almost kill him. But King went buck wild and said, well, in the book, which is reality, that was a conspiracy to kill me, to keep me from writing that the good guys win. Oh, Stephen King! I don't even know what to say. Stephen King, you weird, weird dude. Always writing racism and sexism. And horror sometimes. Whoa, what color do I feel like this blue should be? Almost purple. Alright. Oh yeah, and fat phobia and ableism. I wouldn't want to leave any off the list. No, I can't. I was about to make a very facetious joke, and I can't do it in good faith. I can't do it without feeling weird, so I'm not going to make the joke. But please know that I was going to say something uncouth. It's bad when a dude that bad at societal cues still distances himself from Rowling. Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like he's got to understand at least how you read the room as, like, a public figure. Because, like, I don't think he's really ever said or done much controversial. Like, yeah, he's got some shit in his books, but I can't think of a time when he went on Twitter and said some foolishness. Unlike Jowling, Rowling, Crowling, Gowling, who seems to be pathologically incapable of not saying some fuck shit all the time. But maybe I just wasn't paying attention any of the times that Stephen King said something reprehensible out loud for the world to see and hear and think about. All right, so we've got, looks like, just sort of smokiness going on all up through here. I did not get enough blue on my palette. He's kept mainly quiet, which all things told is good. I really don't want to know his opinions. Yeah! That's the long and the short of it. I don't want to know what Mr. I thought child orgy in It was an acceptable thing to write has to say about the world. Have we seen the remake yet? The remake of what? Hellraiser? Because the answer is no. Have not seen it yet. Have been intending to see it, but your plans to watch it with us, something happened. I can't remember why we had to cancel those. And then I also had plans to watch it with my brother, but those got canceled. So at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm just never going to see it. Oh yeah, well you gotta have a housewarming, welcoming. You gotta make your house just as hot as fuck, you know. And Squatch too. Oh, I promise we'll clean up the yard after Squatch. But yeah, how's by the way, how is the unpacking and the moving in and all of that going? Are you having a great time? Are you having a bad time? The only pet I have is a banana ball python named Jake from Snake Farm. Oh my word, Jake from Snake Farm. That's fantastic. It's hard when I'm also working. Yeah, well, that's why we haven't finished unpacking or renovating, even though we've been here for a year and a half. 'Cause work. Jake from Snake Farm is outstanding. I want to get that tattooed as a tramp stamp, please and thank you. You bought blinds? I saw that you bought blinds because I looked at your... Was it your Instagram story? I don't know what it was. You really want to insulate the house? You need some better windows? You gotta just always be wearing warm clothing. And then when it gets hot, you just gotta always not be wearing clothing. It's doubly hilarious because this coloration looks like khakis. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, see, this is... I apologize to all y'all who are watching me do this and going like, nothing's happening on the palette or on the canvas. There's paint on here. It's just shiny and impossible to tell because that's how my camera picks up large amounts of wet paint. Making your peanut butter bread? Or you're making some other kind of PB bread? Some other kind of PB. Oh. Here I am like, oh wow, this paintbrush, something looks weird about the ferrule. Oh, well, that would be why. I got a fix for that, though, and it's called super glue. Oh, that was a lot of glue. I did not intend for that much glue to exist. But it'll work. What do we think next? I'm just going to work on the background, I guess. Let's do a medium blue. Let's do an electric blue. Let's do a blue. Probably this one. Yeah, all right. It's Stipple City now. We stippling. We even stippling off camera. Because why paint on stream when you're painting on stream? Oh, there's so much blue in this brush. This was not what I wanted. But that's okay. Ooh, well, actually am about to run out of paper towels. Maybe it's not okay. Enjoy this ASMR real quick. Just... Sorry. Yeah, we'll just keep going with lighter blues until there's no more lighter blues to do's. Come back here. Stand up straight. Don't give me no lip. All right. Oh, I made it too bright. I'm gonna have to tone it down. Just the full auditory experience of the slightly shaky palette. Not palette, canvas. Why do I keep doing that? Let's get some black on there. So this Hellraiser style poster is like one of my favorite kinds of posters to paint because that monochrome just feels really satisfying and really fast. Back when I was more frequently doing altars of magic cards, I loved doing landscapes that were like one or two colors tops, just because they're really satisfying. Holy shit, talking. Oh, yeah, that needs a lot more getting off of the paintbrush. Alright, so between needing the canvas to dry and running out of paper towels, this feels like a convenient time to call today's stream. I have to say, I've had a fucking shitload of fun with y'all today. Definitely one of the most enjoyable daytime streams I think I've had. Period. I would just say period about that. I'll go that far. It's been a blast. And I love y'all. What else? What programming notes are there? Today's Thursday. I don't even know. What's my schedule? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's find it. So Friday, which is tomorrow. Oh, yes, right. Okay. Friday, which is tomorrow, I will be back midday to continue working on some Warhammer minis, making Chaos Knight pilots. And then Saturday night, I'm going to be having a little sip of whiskey and playing some Disco Elysium for the first time. Very excited about playing Disco Elysium. Feel like it's pretty right in line with my politics. So, fuck yeah, that'll be fun. But now that I've said that review of my life and times, who are we rating? If anybody has suggestions for friends we can raid, I'm down. Ooh, Widow Goblin is painting Warhammer. Let's see what Widow's doing. Oh, Odyssey of Eternity is currently playing Monster Hunter Rise for Chicken Nuggets. Opcost Games is playing Paperback Adventures. What do we think? Autumn Ivy's just chatting. What do we think? What do I want to do? Groove. I mean, it's probably the answer. All right. We'll go raid Whittle. Witty. We'll go raid Witty. Fucking. That's all I got. Folks, it's been a blast today. I just did this. We just had this conversation. You don't have to. You don't have to humor me like this. We're just gonna go. I'll catch you tomorrow. Yep, that's it. That's when I will catch you. Tomorrow times.